Hi, thank you for joining me again for another episode of Single Dads Rock series. And I'm talking today about how I get my daughter to eat healthy. Now, we are living in a society where everybody's on this health kick, everybody's worried about their health and getting healthier, and you can't eat this, you can't eat that. What can we eat? And when it comes to our children, what should we be feeding our children? I have taken the liberty since the birth of my daughter to educate myself on some things as it relates to nutrition and health, not only for her, but also for me. What I do know is true. GMOs is not good for either adults or growing children. GMO stands for genetically modified organisms. And when you find those foods that says GMO free, you probably want to take a look at them a little closer. I have slowly but surely gotten away from the GMOs. I've also gotten away from the sodium, the high in sodium foods. Those are not good for either myself or for my child because high sodium brings on as a high salt intake, and it's not good for not only a growing child, but also for long-term health. Now, I don't know about your child, but I know my child hates vegetables. She likes fruits, and I give her fruits for a snack. And I also give her vegetables, but I have to sneak it in. So I get broccoli, and I cut it up real fine, and I put it in something like her mashed potatoes because she absolutely loves mashed potatoes. The same thing with corn or with peas or anything like that. Now, leafy things, she's 3. She's not doing the lettuce. She will spit it out each and every time. So I give her things like string beans and broccoli, things like that I know I can cut up real fine and put it in either her rice bowl or in her mashed potatoes and mask the taste. That is the key to getting your kid to eat healthy. And eat healthy with them, because we want to be around as long as we possibly can for our children. So it's not easy absolutely eating healthy. How about fast foods? How much fast food do you feed your child? How much fast food do you eat? We already know from studies that fast food is not good for anybody. Does that mean that you can never ever indulge in fast food? It's your house. It's your rules. You make them. You do what you want to do. I just know for my daughter, I know this very simple phrase. You can't miss what you've never had. And that is true for my daughter because she doesn't get fast food when she's with daddy. I eat a certain way and I feed her a certain way so that she's more alert, she's more conscious, and especially since she's special needs, I want her development to be encouraged, not prohibited in any way. And believe it or not, I know you've heard the term, we are what we eat, especially for developing children. We want to encourage our children to develop in the best way in which they can. Whether your child is special needs or not, does not matter. If we give our children the nourishment that they need and to carry them throughout the day, you'll see they have all of the tools in their toolbox to have a great productive day if they're eating healthier and if they're eating to live, not living to eat, because there is a difference. How about snacks? When it comes to snacks, I do give my daughter some gummy bears, but they're sugar-free. And she loves the vegetable straws that are sugar-free and very low in any kind of sodium. So I watch the labels of the things that I do give my daughter, and I also know that even too much fruit isn't good. Why? Because growing children already have and produce enough sugar, and we don't want to necessarily give them sugar, whether it's artificial or even natural sugars, and there's natural sugars in fruit. So I tend to watch exactly how much fruit she absolutely eats. How about red dye? A lot of people don't know that red dye leads to hyperactivity in the brain, and it leads to children sometimes being misdiagnosed with being hyperactive, and they're not, because if you change their diet, you will see it was red dye that made them seem hyperactive. But when we watch what our children eat, we will see the benefits of that in their health and in their ability to fight off sickness and in their ability to develop in an optimal way. And that's what we want. We want to encourage them to be the best them that they can be. So I hope these little tips help you. I know it's helped me, and it keeps my daughter balanced, and it keeps her from going off the wall and driving me crazy because I'm not watching what she eats. Hey, if you like this video, subscribe and please share. I appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next episode of Single Dads Rock. Very good, baby. Very good. You want to do it again? You don't want to do it no more? Okay. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye.